In this video I'll be talking about the music video for the song Recovery by Frank Turner. The first aspect of this music video which sets it apart from others which I've looked at is its use of animation and normal footage together as one, which none of the other ones I've looked at before have actually used those as kind of like crossed between each other on the same screen, dabbled with both at the same time, so that's interesting. The shots themselves, of actual real footage, they've had film grain, I think it is, added to them, to make them look old and rustic, which goes along with the kind of narrative of the music, or no, not the narrative, but the style of the music, kind of like folky country, well not really, I don't know what genre it is, but it goes along with kind of the music style which the song is about. So having like the kind of grainy, dirty, old-fashioned style to the footage goes along with the style of the music. There's lots of shots of instruments, quick shots of instruments, close-ups of instruments, which goes along with the conventional music video to show the instruments that are being playing during the performance part of a music video. It's difficult to explain, but the music video is so it's like there's like three different banners across the screen, just like what I'm showing now. So like the top two bits the top and the bottom part will be like real footage, and the middle bit will be completely animated. So say he's playing the guitar, the top and the bottom of the guitar will be real footage, and the middle will be animated with this kind of cartoon, sketchy drawing, which again goes along the music style. It's kind of sketchy, like rugged and rustic and old-fashioned sort of thing. In some shots, in some shots of the music video, there are three. The screen kind of split into three vertical kind of banners, and there'll be the same shot in each one, but something will be slightly different in it. Like one shot will be Frank Turner just playing his guitar, like one section of the three. Then in the other side there'll be like a crowd behind him or something silly like that, just to like mix things up a little bit. I quite like this technique. However, I don't feel that Izzy and I have the editing skills or time to create something like this, especially as we haven't got many, like say for example when he has a crowd behind him, we haven't got the amount of extras or people available at our disposal to pull off something like that, so I probably won't be doing anything on such a grand scale. The whole music video is performance. There is a slight narrative where he fancies this girl, I think, and you see the girl at some points. There's no kind of like beginning, middle and end, it's all just kind of reflective of the story. The narrative does run along, or the music video, what you're seeing, does run alongside the lyrics that you're hearing. For example, when he sings about being lost at sea, we see an animated boat floating and sinking, like things like that. It's kind of quirky, just to go along with the lyrics, but it doesn't really, there's no narrative alongside those. There's a bit of stop motion as well involved in it, when there's like a tape, old-fashioned tape unravelling. That's very effective, which again would not be anything Izzy and I could ever pull off because we have no animation skills whatsoever. Maybe something we could work on in the future, but for right now, no. But going back to having the lyrics run alongside the music video thing, what Izzy and I are planning to do is maybe not, with our narrative, having it as explicit, like an explicit like beginning, middle and end to our story, but in fact maybe having the shots reflect some of the lyrics which are being sung at the time, like for our song, which we're thinking of using, Matilda, when they're talking about grenades and things like this, not having, like maybe having it the lyrics reflected in the music video in that respect, as opposed to having like an actual structured narrative. If that made any sense, I'm not sure. Some bits of it are solely animated, but again we've discussed this before, no animated will be included in our piece because we have no skills in that kind of area. Lastly, for this video, the album artwork is featured quite a lot in this music video. It flashes up occasionally. But that's something Izzy and I want to reference a little bit, because the concept of the triangles with Alt J means, which are used in every single one of the music videos, we wanted to incorporate triangles into ours. Obviously the triangle is all about there. Maybe not the album artwork, because that's very kind of bizarre, that picture on the album artwork, but definitely having the triangle thing, which I think is what Frank Turner's trying to do with that by including his album artwork into it. So who knows, a little bit of inspiration from this, maybe not so much because it's quite heavily animated, which Izzy and I can't do, as I've repeated myself many a time by saying.